Hello all, I am Dr. Pravas Anandbal. In today's class, we will discuss about the non-deterministic push-down automata and also the construction of non-deterministic push-down automata. Before going to the construction of non-deterministic push-down automata, first we will try to construct the push-down automata for some different types of languages, and later we will try to understand what is the difference between non-deterministic push-down automata and deterministic push-down automata. First we will construct the push-down automata for the given question. Okay. Later we will try to understand what is the meaning of non-deterministic push-down automata. See here. Construct the PDA for the following languages: L equals to W WWR. L equals to WWR, and W belongs to AB whole plus. Okay. So if W equals to AB, so WR in this case equals to what? BA. If W equals to AA, so in this case WR equals to A. If W equals to BA, so WR equals to BB, like this. That means we can get the strings looks like here. The first AA means if W equals to AA, WR means reverse. WR means here, WR means reverse. WR is called as reverse. The second one, if W equals to AB, so the strings looks like ABBA. Third scenario, if W equals to BA, so WR equals to the strings looks like BAAB. If W equals to BB, the strings looks like BB. So means in this case, there is no identifier. But in the previous class, you can see the question is like L equals to WCWR. In this case, C is the identifier. Means before C push, but after C pop. But in this case, there is no identifier. Okay. So now we'll see here. AA means push. This A will pop. This A will pop this one. B means push. BA means push. BB means push. So this BA will pop this AB. This AB will pop this BA. This BB will pop this BB. In this way, we can construct. Now we'll construct C. So similarly, there are 4 stacks here. First, second, third, fourth. So initially stack contains Z0, Z0, Z0. Okay. So here in the string may starts with either A or B. If the string starts with A, now we'll see if the string starts with A. So the first one, del Q0. If the string starts with A in first and second, top of the stack is Z0. So it is nothing but Q0, A, Z0. Second, after A, either A or B may come. So here A will push. After A, one A, either A or B may come. If A will come, means the first case, if A will come, A will push here. So del Q0, read A, top of the stack is A, means push Q0, AA. Third, del, if B will come, B will push. So Q0, read B, top of the stack is A, Q0, BA. Right? So next, if the string, okay, 1 2 is over, 1 2 means is over for push operation. Now we'll consider the third and fourth case. In the third and fourth case, if the here string starts with B, if the string starts with B, so del Q0 B Z0 means push Q0 B Z0. So here B means push, here B means push. So in the fifth case, after 1B, either 1 may come or B may come. If A will come, means I'm just considering the third case. Del Q0, if A will come, top of the stack is B, A, B. This is Q0, A, B. Okay. Now, if A will come, A will push here. If B will come, now I'm considering the fourth case. After 1B, if B will come, B will push. Sixth one, if del Q0 B, here top of the stack is B, means Q0 B, B. So B means B will push. So this is the push operation. This is called 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 push operation. Okay. Now we'll start the pop operation. When it will read A, now I'm considering the first case. So A push here, A B push, B A push, B B push. Now, so A will pop this A. Seventh one, del Q0 A means pop, means I'll change the state here, Q1 epsilon. This is the pop. A will pop A, so A will pop top of the stack. Now I'll take one loop. Now I'll take one loop. Okay. So eighth one, del Q1 A equals to Q1 epsilon. So this A will pop this A, right? Now, ninth one, del Q0, if here, in this case, read B. When it will read B, top of the stack is B. So Q0, B means B will pop B. Here I will change the state Q1 epsilon. So this is pop operation. When it will read B, B will pop B. And when it will read A will pop this A. So here I'll change the state here. Now I'll take a self loop. Del Q1 B Q1 epsilon. So this is the pop operation. So this B will pop this one. Okay. A will pop A, B will pop B, B will pop B, and B will pop B. Okay. So now top the stack, initial stack element, 11th one, del Q1, there nothing means epsilon Z0. This is Q1 epsilon means pop. So pop Z0. Okay. But this is the push down automata. This is the push down automata for the given language L equal to W1. Okay. See one difference between here Q0 for one transition means del Q0 A means push operation. Here in the 7, just see the second and seventh transition. Second and seventh transition. Here del Q0 A means pop operation. Means for one input there are two operations. means del Q0 AA for push operation and pop operation. Now you can see here sixth one Q0BB and 6 and 9 operation. 6 and 9. 6 and 9th transition. 6 is Q0BB del Q0BB is means push operation and del Q0BB is pop operation. Okay. So for second and seventh transition, for one input there are two operations. Sixth and ninth transition, for one input there are two operations. So that means PDA will confuse. So in this case, PDA will confuse when the transitions looks like del Q0AA. When the means PDA will read A and top of the stack is A. PDA will confuse either PDA will continue with push operation or PDA will continue with pop operation. Means in this case, PDA will confuse. So this is called non-deterministic push down automata. So this is called non-deterministic, means NPDA. So this one means this push down automata is called non-deterministic push down automata. So what is the difference between non-deterministic and deterministic? It is completely similar to deterministic finite automata and deterministic finite automata and non-deterministic finite automata. Okay. So now we'll give one example of DPDA. Suppose the language L equal to A to the power n, B to the power n is greater or equals to 1. In this way, for this language, we can construct the push down automata C A B B. So del Q0 A Z0 Q0 A Z0 Q0 A Z0. Then the second one del Q0 AA equals to Q0 A. Here A means push. The third one del Q0 BA means here A push, B will pop first. Q1, I'll change the state here, Q1 epsilon, B will pop this one and B will pop this way. The fourth one del Q1 BA Q1 epsilon. The fifth one del Q1 read epsilon. Top of the stack is Z0 Q1 epsilon. Okay. So in this case, see, all inputs are unique. All inputs means for this input only one push operation. For this input only push operation. For this input only pop operation. For this input only pop operation. For this input only pop operation. Means all inputs are here in this push down automata. All inputs are completely unique. All inputs are completely unique. Means for one input only one output. So this push down automata is called deterministic, means DPDA, deterministic push down automata. Okay, but the above case means the above language or above PDA is called non-deterministic push down automata. But this push down automata is called deterministic push down automata. Okay, so see, every DPDA means so push down automata either deterministic means DPDA or NPDA, non-deterministic push down automata. In case of deterministic push down automata means Q summation tau. Means this is called input. This is called input, but it has only unique operation. Means either push operation or pop operation or skip operation, whatever it may be, but only one operation. But in case of NPDA, Q into summation into tau, either push operation it may contains, means for one input, either one operation like push operation, or two operations like push and pop operations, or three operations like push or pop, or any skip operations there may be. Okay, so for NPDA, for one input there may be multiple operations, but in case of DPDA, for one input there will be only one operation. This is the difference between DPDA and NPDA. So that's why every DPDA is called as NPDA. Every DPDA is called as NPDA. Means every deterministic push-down automata is called non-deterministic push-down automata. But every non-deterministic push-down automata need not be deterministic push-down automata. Okay. So the language exists for DPDA, means deterministic push-down automata is called DCFL, means deterministic context-free language. And the language exists for NPDA. The language exists for NPDA is called as NCFL, means non-deterministic context-free language. Similarly, every DCFL language is NCFL language, means non-deterministic context-free language. But every NCFL language need not be DCFL. Every NCFL language need not be DCFL. This is the important relation between the deterministic push-down automata and non-deterministic push-down automata, and as well as deterministic context-free language, as well as NCFL bar non-context-free language, non-deterministic context-free language. Okay, so DPDA example is here. L equals to a to the power n, b to the power n, n is greater or equals to 1. NPDA example here, L equals to W, WR, W belongs to AB whole plus. Okay, this is the example of NPDA. Okay, and okay, this is the difference between DCFL, NCFL, and DPDA, NPDA. Okay, and another thing, since every DPDA is called NPDA, so by default, push-down automata means NPDA. We have already discussed this concept. By default, push-down automata means NPDA in the class like expressive power of automata theory classes. We have already discussed. So by default, push-down automata means NPDA, means non-deterministic push-down automata, because the expressive power of non-deterministic push-down automata is always more as compared to deterministic push-down automata. Okay, this is the end of construction of push-down automata. Thanks for watching.